Good day, everyone. My topic for today is legal foundations of curriculum. In this presentation, I will discuss the laws and policies that provide the legal basis for the Philippine curriculum. A curriculum is not simply created based on the decisions of teachers or schools. It is guided by laws and policies established by the government. I will focus on the major legal foundations and explain how they are connected to curriculum. So here is our objectives. Before discussing the specific laws, let us first understand what a legal foundation means. A legal foundation refers to the laws, policies, and official rules that guide education and curriculum. These provide direction on what the education system should achieve. For example, teachers do not create the basic education curriculum entirely on their own. They implement a curriculum that follows national standards and policies. Therefore, legal foundations help make curriculum more organized and consistent with the goals of Philippine education. Here are the major legal foundations that we will discuss. First is the 1987 Philippine Constitution, which provides the fundamental direction for education. Next is the Education Act of 1982, which provides a framework for the educational system. We also have laws concerning higher education and technical vocational education, such as RA 7722 and RA 7796. For basic education, an important law is RA 10533 or the Enhanced Basic Education Act. Finally, we will briefly connect these laws to current DepEd curriculum policies, particularly the Matatag curriculum. The first and most fundamental legal foundation is the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Article 14 focuses on education. The Constitution states that the state shall protect and promote the right of all citizens to quality education and take steps to make education accessible to everyone. It also provides for a complete, adequate, and integrated system of education. This is important to curriculum because the curriculum must support the goals of education stated in Constitution. In simple terms, the Constitution provides the general direction while education laws and policies provide more specific guidance. The Constitution also identifies important goals for education. Education should help develop patriotism and nationalism. It should also teach learners to respect human rights and understand their responsibilities as citizens. Another goal is the development of moral character and personal discipline. The Constitution also recognizes the importance of critical and creative thinking. This shows that education is not only about memorizing information. The curriculum should help develop learners who can think, act responsibly, and contribute to society. Another important legal foundation is Batas Pabansa Building 232 or the Education Act of 1982. This law provides a framework for the Philippine educational system. It covers both formal and non-formal education and includes public and private educational institutions. For curriculum, this law is important because education is expected to contribute to national development. The curriculum therefore needs to help learners develop knowledge, skills, values, and abilities that are useful to both the individual and society. Another way to understand legal foundation is to look at the major education sectors. The first is basic education, which is under the Department of Education or DepEd. The second is higher education, which is under the Commission on Higher Education or CHED. The third is Technical Vocational Education and Training, which is mainly handled by TESDA. Each sector has its own legal basis and responsibilities. For our topic, this is important because curriculum is developed and implemented differently depending on the level and type of education. Now, let us look at Republic Act number 7722 or the Higher Education Act of 1994. This law created the Commission on Higher Education, commonly called CHED. CHED is responsible for policies and standards concerning higher education. The law emphasizes quality and excellence, relevance and responsiveness, access and equity, and efficiency and effectiveness. In relation to curriculum, this means that higher education programs and curricula are expected to meet standards and respond to the needs of learners and society. Another legal foundation is Republic Act number 7796, also known as the TESDA Act of 1994. This law created the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, or TESDA. TESDA focuses on technical education and skills development. The law aims to develop skilled Filipino workers through the relevant technical vocational education. For curriculum, this means that technical and vocational programs should provide skills that are useful for employment and responsive to industry needs. So, curriculum is also connected to preparing learners for the world of work. Next is Republic Act number 10533 or the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. This law is commonly known as the K-12 law. It strengthened the basic education system and provided the legal basis for K-12 programs. The law aimed to develop learners' competencies and prepare them for different pathways after basic education. These include higher education, employment, entrepreneurship, and technical vocational opportunities. Because it directly provides the legal basis for K-12, RA 10533 is one of the most important laws when discussing the legal foundation of the basic education curriculum. Now, let us connect these legal foundations to the current curriculum. DepEd launched the Matatag curriculum in 2023. It was developed after a review of the K-12 curriculum. Some of its major features include a decongested curriculum, stronger focus on foundational skills, balanced cognitive demands, and clear development of 21st century skills. It also reduces the number of learning areas in some grade levels and gives stronger attention to values education and peace education. This shows that curriculum continues to develop through official government policies and standards. DepEd officially states that the Matatag curriculum was launched on August 10, 2023, followed by phased implementation beginning in school year 2024-2025. So, how exactly these laws connect to curriculum? The Constitution provides the basic direction and goals of education. Education laws provide a more specific structure. Government agency then develop standards and policies based on their legal responsibilities. DepEd focuses on basic education, CHED focuses on higher education, and TESDA focuses on technical vocational education and skills development. Schools and teachers then implement the curriculum based on these laws, standards, and policies. This is why legal foundations are important in curriculum development. There are also other laws connected to Philippine education. For example, RA 4670 or the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers concerns the rights and welfare of public school teachers. RA 9155 provides the governance framework for basic education. RA 10931 concerns universal access to quality tertiary education. RA 7836 concerns the professionalization of teaching. However, I will not discuss these laws in detail because our focus is specifically the legal foundations of curriculum. I am only mentioning them to show that the curriculum operates within a larger legal framework for education. To summarize my discussion, curriculum in the Philippines has a strong legal foundation. The 1987 Constitution provides the fundamental direction for education. Different education laws provide more specific structures and responsibilities. DepEd manages basic education, CHED guides higher education, and TESDA handles technical vocational education and skills development. The curriculum also continues to change through government policies, such as the current Matatag curriculum. Therefore, understanding the legal foundations help teachers understand why the curriculum has certain goals, standards, and requirements. So that would be all. Thank you.